Imagine studying particle physics before giant colliders, before digital detectors, before computers could show particle tracks. Back then, scientists studied invisible particles by looking at tiny marks left on photographic plates. One of the scientists who followed these mysterious tracks was an Indian physicist named Bibha Chowdhuri. Bibha Chowdhuri was born in Calcutta in 1913, when India was still under British rule. At that time, very few women in India were encouraged to enter advanced science, especially physics. But Bibha chose the difficult path, the path of physics, research, and questions about the universe. She studied physics at the University of Calcutta, at Rajabazar Science College. In 1936, she completed her master's degree in physics, a remarkable achievement for that era. To understand her work, we first need to understand cosmic rays, high-energy particles coming from space. When cosmic rays hit Earth's atmosphere, they create cascades of new particles called particle showers. Before modern detectors, scientists used photographic plates as silent witnesses of cosmic rays. In 1939, Bibha Chowdhuri joined Bose Institute and began working with physicist Debendra Mohan Bose. Their experiment looked simple. Expose plates to cosmic rays, then study the tiny tracks left behind. Some plates were taken to higher altitudes, where cosmic ray signatures could be observed more clearly. At high altitude, there is less atmosphere above, so some particle traces become easier to capture. After exposure, the plates were brought back, developed carefully, and examined under microscopes. Bibha studied the tracks closely, their thickness, direction, shape, and how strongly they marked the plate. At that time, physicists were trying to understand mysterious particles then called mesotrons. In the early 1940s, Bibha and Bose published important research on cosmic ray particles. Their work showed that photographic plates could record rare and energetic cosmic ray events. From these tiny tracks, they tried to estimate properties of particles, including mass-like information. But their research was limited by the photographic materials available to them at the time. So, we should be careful. They contributed early evidence, but the full history of mesons is complex. Still, Bibha was working at the frontier of particle physics from a laboratory in colonial India. Later, Bibha moved to the University of Manchester to continue her cosmic ray research. At Manchester, she worked in a cosmic ray laboratory associated with Patrick Blackett. Her doctoral work focused on extensive air showers created by very high-energy cosmic rays. An air shower is a cascade where one incoming particle produces many secondary particles. Studying these showers helps scientists understand high-energy interactions long before today's advanced detectors. She completed her PhD work on extensive air showers associated with penetrating particles. After her PhD, Bibha returned to India and continued her work in fundamental physics. She was associated with the Saha Institute of Fundamental Research, where cosmic ray studies were important. Cosmic ray research helped physicists study muons, mesons, and other penetrating particles. But being a woman physicist in that era meant facing barriers that many male scientists did not face. Her work continued across institutions, countries, laboratories, and many years of careful observation. Later, she was also connected with the Physical Research Laboratory in India. Some cosmic ray studies used underground detectors, She was also associated with the Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics later in her career. Her life in science stretched across decades, from photographic plates to advanced cosmic ray experiments. Yet, despite her long scientific career, Bibha Chowdhuri remained almost invisible in popular science history. History often remembers famous names, but many careful experimental workers disappear into the background. Gender, access to equipment, institutional power, and timing all shaped who received recognition. But lack of fame does not mean lack of contribution. Bibha's work belongs to the early experimental story of cosmic rays and particle physics. Today, historians and scientists are trying to bring her name back into memory. Her story reminds us that science history is still being corrected. Decades after her work, Bibha's name reached the sky in a beautiful way. In 2019, the star HD 86081 was named Bibha in her honor. The name Bibha means a bright beam of light, a fitting tribute to her life in science. The planet orbiting that star was named Santa Massa, completing a cosmic memorial. A scientist who studied particles from space finally had her own name, connected to the stars. For young students, especially women in science, her story sends a powerful message. It says, you were always part of science, even when history forgot to mention you. Remembering Bibha Chowdhuri makes the history of Indian science richer, fairer, and more complete.